Hello and welcome to today's race playlist. And of course, today is a sprint episode, as it is episode number 145.
Yikes.
And of course, we are joined by everybody's favorite gamer, Sneezemer.
Couldn't do it. Sorry.
It almost happened, dude. All right. So, of course, you don't know the sprints. Each sprint is a 2-lap race, and points are handed out after that race. Of course, being an episode that ends in a 5, it is my turn to set up the sprint race first. And when we get to episode 150, that will alternate. Of course, episode 150 will have some very interesting and exciting sprint races, as that will feature 4 instead of the normal 2 because it's episode 150. But we'll get into the rules of episode 150 probably later in the episode, as that we'll start recording for that.
Ah, God damn it.
Oh no, I hit a pipe.
I don't remember these pipes being here last time.
Yeah, they were, but we only did the track like 2 seconds, so.
I have to update their shit.
That was in the newest casino DLC, gamer.
Oof. Why don't you tell a little bit about this track, gamer?
It's a go-kart track, and it's on top of the casino.
Bro, what the fuck? Wait a minute, I just found a fucking secret entrance into the casino, dude.
What is it?
I just opened a door.
That door's been there, dude.
You can enter a casino like that?
The door right here?
Yeah.
No, you can just hide out in that door, though.
Oh shit.
Remember when we were doing the mission on this roof,
Yeah.
and I ran into a door and hid?
Oh, I didn't know you like found a whole room.
Yeah. All right, that was an easy sprint.
Oh shit. This might not be good.
Let's take this corner slow, gamer.
Oh my god.
So, of course, each sprint race, the winner gets 2 points, second place gets 1 point. Also, within the sprint, whoever gets the fastest lap in both races, if you get the fastest lap in both races, you get 1 bonus point. And if you can lead all 4 laps. So if I can lead both laps in the next race, I'll get 1 bonus point. And if I can get the fastest lap in the next race, I'll get a bonus point. The other thing to note is Gamer does have a 3-point advantage after losing the last episode. Of course, that carries over from each episode as a handicap to whoever loses. So after first sprint, it is 2-4.
Alright. I'm gonna load my race up that I've selected for the sprint race up here.
And for the first time since Sprint Race 1, I now have the most Sprint Race wins in the race playlist. Took a while, but we're back. Sprint race wins are the only race win stats that I keep. Besides, like, most races won in an episode, and that's it. And least races won, don't forget that. Which somehow, gamer, we both have achieved 0 race wins in a playlist.
Zero race wins in a playlist?
Yes, we have. I'm assuming mine was the wheel episode.
Wait, say what you said again?
We each have achieved the least wins in a playlist episode.
Oh.
What do you think I said?
I thought you said neither of us have ever won races in a playlist. I don't know. Some shit like that.
No. I had in episode 95 0 wins, and you had 0 wins in episode 107.
Yeah, for whatever reason I thought that we both had 0 wins in the same playlist. I'm like, what? What do you mean?
That's episode 146, Gamer. We each have 0 wins in that one.
Hey, little Bonnie!
Also, we do have a few rules for our tracks that we can choose for the sprints. They have to be tracks that are not currently featured in a race playlist episode, were not featured in the last sprint episode, and they have to have a rating by each of us, or a rating of C or higher from us in our score.
Collective.
Our collective rating in our score ranking document that we have for every track. Basically, that we do, besides like 10 shit ones from 2015.
Most likely would all be Fs. There's no reason to add them.
Yeah, they'd all be Fs, or they're not going to get featured in the playlist anyways. So,
Okay.
but yeah, that's our rules. So there's just a few restrictions. So set up that way so we get higher quality tracks and don't see the same tracks in an episode twice or something like that. Then obviously there's other limitations that are required for all races that apply to the sprint as well. But
Trying to figure out here what I can do, because I think this is a very strategic pick. Fuck.
2 laps of muscle cars? Have we done muscle on this track?
Don't know.
I think we did tuners. I know we've done tuners and super.
I don't think they have any electric muscle cars in the game, so... or hybrid muscle cars.
No. I believe this is a track that is marked to be featured in the playlist eventually, but we have so many tracks to get featured. I mean, we're making more tracks that are getting featured before we can get them out of the rotation playlist. So. I mean, in between recording, we've added like 7 new tracks to feature in the playlist. The fuck is that car, dude?
My Dominator ASP.
Oh, you bought that?
Yeah. Holy shit, fuck!
Of course, in sprint races, there are no weight ups like in a normal race, so you don't have that safety net to fall back on if you make a mistake.
I don't know why I picked this car. What is class?
I mean, the car wasn't a terrible choice, but the class I was definitely surprised by. I thought you were going to go supercars to take out the Chancellor Krieger.
Well, my strategy was to put on muscle cars because this is the first time I looked back at the tracks and I was like, oh, okay. But we don't have any muscle car tracks, and I knew that. And for whatever reason, I thought that we did have another muscle car track, and I was going to pick this car, and then, like, yeah, you'll get your points with the win with the STX, but I'll use the STX in an actual race and then eat your ass, and then...
But that rule doesn't come into effect because...
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't affect in sprint.
Fuck. Well, it was just a waste then. Well, do we have any muscle cars? We don't have any muscle cars, right? Just to be sure. What is our hotel track? Oh, Watkins.
Yeah.
But either way, doesn't matter.
Oh, and I got the fastest lap. Let's go. Another perfect sprint. Both wins. Fastest lap.
Fuck.
So, it's now 5. It's 6-5. I have the advantage going in by 1 point.
Just also say while we have a chance here, I like the fact that if you get the handicap to start, it gives you a bit of extra points, gives you that that boost ahead of the competition to start. However, if you lose all 4 races, just like what just happened, then it does give the second place person who won all of the races the chance to get ahead and start the playlist ahead. So I do like that fact.
I was going to say that I think that in a sprint, the handicap isn't nearly as powerful as it would be in a regular playlist. It definitely helps in a situation like this where you lost both races and both bonus points, but
you never know if I might lose by 4 points though. That 5 points matters.
Yeah, I mean obviously the points matter. I'm not saying that they don't, but it feels like it's a little less beneficial in an episode like this, just because you don't get that advantage of starting ahead. Because typically, with that point advantage, you can still come out of the first race with the lead. Like this here, you're going in down 1 point. Which is interesting. But either way, it's now time to jump into the 16 race playlist. And to put more of an emphasis on what you said about picking the muscle cars, we are testing in this playlist, just like we were in the last one, the rule for Carpool 2.0, which means whatever car you pick in this race, you cannot pick in the next race of the same class. So if it's an open wheel race, you can't pick the same open wheel car 2 times in a row. Muscle car, supercar, all of them are the same. There's a certain exceptions, I believe.
Real quick, I'm going to the bathroom.
I believe rally cars are an exception. Go-karts are an exception. And our races that we do with the trucks are an exception. So yeah, we're testing out that rule for last episode and this one. And then the next 2 episodes, we're going to try that rule with Carpool regular to really spice things up. Because in those 2 episodes, we're going to have basically double the restrictions of cars. So I think that will be even more fun. You should have an invite, gamer. Oh, you're joining. All right, cool. So 146 and 147 will feature both carpools together, and I think that will be very spicy. And then after we try that, we're going to kind of decide which carpool we want to use. And in episode 148, we'll have a determination of the official new rules for carpool. Now, one thing that I do want to also throw out there is if you've seen the last episode, we discussed it a little bit, the rules and new things that we're going to be trying out. Or not new things we're trying out, but something we're going to be using throughout August for Theme Week month. Of course, if you didn't see the announcement of that, make sure you check it out. We're going to have a week of just making videos together, which I'm super excited for. But the race playlist will feature a few unique features as well, which will be every race win you get throughout an episode.
Fuck, dude.
What'd you do?
Oh my god.
What happened, gamer?
My game fucked up.
How'd it mess up?
It fucking did that shit where it just like stalls for like 3 seconds and then I hit the wall.
Oh, I'll wait for you on that. That's your game being trash. Yeah, so we'll be featuring some cool things in that. We'll get more into it in a second. 3, 2, 1, go. So throughout those episodes 146 to 149, every race win you get and every playlist win you get will be 1 bonus point in episode 150. So if everything goes right with all the races,
Ooh. Yes.
and there is no issues in a race, there are 64 points up for grabs. That was a bonus. So I think they'll put more emphasis on winning starting in the next episode. And in 150, there's also going to be double sprint, which means there's 4 races to start an episode instead of 2. So it's going to be an interesting month for Theme Week month, especially here in the race playlist, just as we build towards episode 150 as well. So kind of double up some cool things there. And yeah, I'm excited for it. How do you feel about it, gamer?
I'm pretty hyped. Especially for the food challenges. I know we used to do that back in the day with the...
Oh, I was just talking about
Black
playlist rules, but okay.
Oh.
We can get more into that if you would like as well, but...
Yeah, I mean, I'm hyped about the playlist rules too, especially these new changes with the carpool, because I think that's adds an interesting element, and it kind of keeps you focused and more engaged in like the actual race itself. And it, at least I'm thinking more about each race. I'm thinking like 1 or 2 races ahead, even 3. Like, all right, what races are in the playlist? What races am I good at? What races would I need a specific car for? Like, there's some races where it's got a really tight turn and I need the PR for. There's not too many straights, or something like that. Fuck! God damn it, dude. But yeah, I'm pretty hyped.
Okay, what about the bonus points at 150 for all the wins throughout the month?
Honestly, the bonus points, they're kind of just there. I know you have like your celebratory like bonus points thing written down, but it's kind of dope. But
I mean, I'm just saying that's going to bring more intensity to the races, because you got to come out and think more about each win. Because when it gets to 150, if you've got 7 race wins throughout the month or whatever, like, basically you can't have a bad playlist as much as other times. Because if you have a bad playlist, it will have more of an effect. Of course, if you do get, bodied 9-1 or whatever, like, it's only 9 points, but still, that's points you're giving up. Yeah, because that was what I was really asking you about, because that's what I just talked about. But I do agree with what you're saying with the carpool rules. I think we'll see in the next 2 episodes how it affects with having like one car locked on top of it. I think that will be an interesting element for it.
Just kind of fucked in that. Glad I didn't pick the DR1, the DR8 to start. I hated those fucking gantries so many times, dude.
It do be like that. So what were you saying about the food challenges though? You said about that.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about the food challenges because I know we've done like sort of food challenges before on your channel with the Black Man Challenge with me and Trivon, and I know we had one that we had made where we made like sandwiches or some shit.
Yeah, I forgot about that being a video.
But I'm kind of hyped to do like a proper, like going out to kind of doing it in a different way, kind of like I mentioned Rhett and Link, but kind of doing it like their style, getting a bunch of different foods from different places or whatever, get different cuisines or different dishes from one place, and then trying it and then rating them by how we like it. Like I think that's a good idea. It'll be something interesting and new. And then I also think that like to cook our own food and shit, it's like challenging and something different.
Of course, the cooking our own food, that will be something that comes out eventually. That's not going to be part of our August videos, but that will definitely be something we're working on. So I'll drop there for upcoming events.
Oh, is that not a thing that I'm supposed to talk about?
I mean, you could talk about it. That's not part of our August content.
Win a bet 3.
Do bet 3 to see my car. All right.
Oh, and I just saw it just now, but no, my shit always in this. Since I'm second, I started with the camera pointed at me, so I didn't see your car until the 3 popped up, and I said that before the 3.
Oh, okay.
I was just waiting for you to stop talking.
Yeah, no, I got you. No, I mean that's something we could talk about on a video. I mean, I don't know when that will happen. The one going to the restaurant though and picking food, that is happening in the August video.
I like the name of this, and we can refer to it as Westport East, but I really think for like the sake of racing this with dudes, changing it to Eastport would be better.
Oh, I don't care about racing with dudes.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna race. I had it like on lock. I wanted to race it with dudes today, but
I mean, you can definitely pick it to race against dudes, but I'm not changing race names that I make just so that way a fuckboy will load into it easier. Like, I get doing that, but I like a race name, and I think that it's cool, and my priority for racing is having good race names for the race playlist. So if you guys do remember in the last episode, or the last 4 episodes, I believe, because we finished having Westport in here. You had obviously made a track called Westport, and occasionally we, in our track building, assign each other tracks to make from ones that we built and you picked for me to redesign Westport. So
Oh, call it reset on that gamer.
I wanted to call it Westport, but East. It was initially going to be Eastport, but it's not necessarily the middle of the track, gamer, but okay.
My countdown is
Yep.
2. 3. No, I know. 1 second. Okay, there we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
You just had the acceleration on me throughout that whole track. What the fuck? I got fastest lap? Okay. I was confident you had the fastest lap. I marked that shit down immediately.
Maybe you shouldn't do that.
I never normally do, but I did because you didn't have any, so it didn't matter. Really, my one chance to pass you was that corner when you got hit off.
Oh, got my vet in there too.
Yeah, you did that.
Put a bet 2 on this track.
Getting some early bets in here, huh, gamer?
Yeah, I gotta make up for the points when I can.
Alright.
Feels your front wing?
Yep. Early pit there, gamer.
Yeah.
Interesting strategy, Gamar.
I wanna keep you on your toes.
Same. This has taught me something for when you race against dudes, though, on this track.
What's that?
You don't really need your front wing for this track, so if they take it off inevitably, you're good. As long as you know how to take the corners out of front wing. Did you crash in this race, gamer?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay.
Of course, it is a 2-point loss there for you without by losing that bet. So you're 1-1 in bets. You got one more before the potential bonus bet. Of course, remember, gamer, this race is with the trucks, but it is messed up for some reason. Yeah, you got the right vehicle this time. I know last episode fucked up for you. You good?
Ah, missed the jump, fuck.
So, of course, the trucks are one of the few vehicles that are not affected by Carpool 2.0.
This is not going to be a good playlist for me.
Why is that, Gamar?
I don't know, I'm just not racing good, dude. Fuck!
I mean, remember in the playlist that you always tend to struggle in the first half more. Oops.
Yeah, oops is right.
Shut up, dude. Give us a countdown, Gamar.
3, 2, 1, go. Alright, kind of made a catch up there. Blocked you out from passing me and caught up a little bit.
This track is very hard to pass on. Holy hell.
Shark is also very easy to fucking DNF on.
Yeah, I mean, had I passed you, I think it would have been close.
Yeah.
Because you had, what, 15 seconds left there?
18. 18 to start, 15 probably to finish. But
Yeah, and I
well,
mean,
no, I was 18 back at the trailers, like halfway through the track, so.
and I had crashed, so yeah, it would have definitely been close.
Takes 19 seconds to do the whole lap, so.
Yeah, if I got ahead of you, that would have been. I think had I not spun you, I think I could have passed you.
Possibly. But I did a good job of blocking.
I'm gonna bet 3 on this race.
Okay.
Of course, I won 3 of the 4 in that 4 race span, which means I got 1 bonus point. Those are one of those like not really talked about points that you can earn throughout a playlist because they're just there.
Yeah.
Lots of times I add them in really without even acknowledging they got added in. What I bet on this, 2 or 3?
I don't remember.
Neither do I. Okay. I think it was 3.
Please don't wait up.
Alright. That is your 1 wait up, of course, for the first half of the playlist. 3, 2, 1, go.
No, I don't.
You know you had last?
No. My parents do the same thing. They just knock and don't wait for a response.
My dad does, my mom knocks and waits for a response. My dad just knocks and opens. Chill. What happened in that corner, gamer?
I don't know.
You don't really like the hot ring races, right?
Not really.
Good thing we only have 1 on the playlist. I flipped Gamar.
Huh?
I flipped. That was close.
Ah, dude, fuck these tires, dude.
What's wrong with the tires, gamer? All I can say is be better, my dude. Bro, this isn't the last lap. What the hell? That bet is looking pretty good here. Did you do your math test yet, gamer?
Yeah, I finished it.
Fucking
Yesterday.
math test.
Bro, that shit was so fucking gay, dude. It's just like, I'm a calculator all the time. It's just like, what's 55 minus 91? I'm like, I don't know, Siri, what is it? Fucking, and then it fucking, I feel like the dude gets the same fucking, like, answer sheet from everybody because fucking, there was a bunch of ones that you could look up and then there was one fraction.
Oof.
So I was like, alright, well, looks like that one I'm gonna get wrong, but all the other ones.
1/3 divided by 3/5 minus 2/8 plus 1.
No, it's probably that's the most fucking math I've ever had to fucking do outside of school. Oh my god, I wish I paid attention more. Oh, I should have listened to my teachers. Fuck, dude, he gave me the wrong car. God damn it.
Should have paid attention more, gamer.
I did pay attention, dude.
Sorry, gamer. Should have paid attention more. Nah, at least we got a muscle car race in the sprint. Of course, by gamer getting the wrong car, this race will not count towards the points. Dude had to do a math. I'm done, dude. Dude had to do a math test for a $15 an hour job at the casino.
I don't know, dude. I might even get. Tomorrow I have to fucking do that fucking... I have to go down there and bring the fucking ticket with me and see if I fucking...
Eat it or not.
can get the job. Well, they're gonna look at the ticket and they're gonna see that it says fucking $3.01.
Do you want this in a playlist?
Bro, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Okay. I'm just making sure.
I don't care, bro. I mean, like,
I just didn't know. I wanted to make sure before you went into the story. That's all.
yeah. I'm open to everything. Like, I fucking took fucking food from Walmart. Like, I had a job there at Walmart. I moved to Florida. I was like really not in a good place with money with the situation we were in, and we didn't have food, so I took some food from Walmart. Of course, I shouldn't have done that, but you know, I did it, and then I got caught in the cameras. So I got a ticket for $3.01 for shoplifting, and
Dude,
for
like,
that day.
Dude stole like 15 great value pastas, bro.
No, it was like a couple of like sauce things, and then like a box of pasta and some other shit. But like,
It was kind of just a meme by Walmart, food being cheap. But yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna take a look at that shit tomorrow.
And then they're
Break
gonna
it
hear
down.
my story, and then they'll be like, okay, well, you have the thing here, and we'll call them, and if they have the ticket, then, and then when they don't have the ticket, like, I
Ooh,
can't
what a
do anything.
spin!
For the record, I did call the courthouse of the city this happened in. I flew down to Florida, back to the city that I was in. I went to the courthouse, gave the people my updated information, and I was there for my original court date, which was on the ticket. And they said to me that they don't have the ticket, and they will get back to me whenever they do have it. But they don't have anything from the cop. So I called them week after week. After that, moving back up to Connecticut, because that's where my shit is. And I haven't heard anything from them. I gave them all of my updated information, called them for about 2 months afterwards. I don't know. So we'll figure it out, and yeah.
I know when you talk to the dude on the phone, he did not seem confident in your story. Like, bro, he was just like, that's a lack of awareness, or whatever the fuck he said.
He said ignorance isn't
Ignorant.
yeah, ignorance is not an excuse or whatever. He was referring to like me not showing up for court, which I did actually show up for my court date, but they didn't have me. Like, I went into the courtroom for like a bunch of other people sitting at the fucking pew or whatever the fuck it's called, and then like I went up to the sheriff just to double check to see if it was like he had my thing. It was in the right room and everything, but like I wasn't on the list, and so I was like, all right. So I walked up to the stairs, up to the fucking court filing room, and they said they never got it. So I don't know.
Well, we'll see how your interview goes tomorrow, Gamar.
In person, face to face. I updated them with my information. I wrote down my address in Connecticut and my address that I had been at in Florida. So, ignorance or... I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. Like, I did everything that I possibly could, and I don't have fucking money out the ass to just keep flying down to Florida to fucking have them tell me that they don't have the ticket. Like, I can call them, they say they don't have the ticket. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, guess we'll see what see how they feel about it in your interview. I mean, all I know is the dude didn't seem too confident about it on the phone. So maybe we'll see if you talk to somebody else or whatever. Not there's always McDonald's, gamer. There's always Zatch, bro. You could go back.
No.
Dude will pay you $11 an hour to wash dishes. Dude would pay below minimum wage if he could, bro, and not get fucking yeeted for it. How are you feeling about your interview, though, Kimmer?
To be quite honest, I just want to know what's going on with the court case, like, because up until this date, I have not gotten a background check for any of the jobs that I've had, which is one. And the one job that I did have a background check for, it turns out, like, it was the people who, like, it was the friends of the person that I had just broken up with recently, and I don't know if they didn't hire me because of the background check results or because of, like, the beef, well, not the beef, but, like,
Definitely
the drama with
bro.
the drama with my ex. But, like, they did know about my court case regardless.
I'm pretty sure though, if you do a background check, they gotta tell you if there's something on it that pops up.
I don't know.
We'll see. There's always McDonald's, gamer. Or Domino's. Did they ever contact you after you applied?
No, they never got back to me.
Domino be like that though. Look at us. We got big things tomorrow, gamer. You got your interview. I got day 1 of orientation. Big day.
Yep.
Big day. Big day. I'm just interested in why there's 2 days of orientation. How much shit do you need to cover, and that's gonna require 8 hours of orientation, bro?
All the fucking computer shit that you need to fill out. Fucking sexual harassment.
Nah, I guess so.
Bias,
Yeah,
gender discrimination.
that is true. I did all that. I guess I'm just thinking of it differently because when I went to Target, they only called it orientation for 1 day, but I guess it's orientation for 2 days.
And then there's, like, actual training.
Yeah. I did training for, I don't know how long I did training at Target. That was like 3 weeks.
At Walmart, they just fucking, they don't even train you. throw you out, and then you have to ask like coworkers who have like been there.
Oh yeah, no, that's how it was at Stop and Shop.
Like basically, my first 2 days, or like the first day at Walmart, I met like a person that I had seen like when I was doing the first day. So like the first day was computer shit and like getting to know my coworkers and shit and on my team. And then I saw like that girl and the guy that I was hanging out with like the rest of that day. So I was like hanging out with them for that shift. So then we did computers, and then the next day we went to like this to finish our computer work, and then we went and we did this like meeting, and then we went to go out onto the floor with the team.
Real quick, this
And then-
is race 8, double points. It's a rally, so whatever car choice you make does not affect future rallies.
Okay. And then I just remember, like, not knowing what to do at all.
Oh, I mean, that's, yeah. Because working at, it was such a weird contrast working at Stop and Shop and then Target. So Stop and Shop was like the first job I had at a store. So I had no idea what to expect. My first 2 jobs were working at small businesses, so I had no idea the difference. I was very, well, I knew that there was obviously a difference, but I didn't know what to expect, right? And even like applying to Stop and Shop was so different than applying to Target and then now Lowe's. Like applying to Stop and Shop, I applied and they called back like that day or the next day. I think it was because I'd went shopping and I was at Stop and Shop and I seen something. I'm like, fuck it, I'll apply here. I need to apply somewhere. They called back like that day and they're like, can you do an interview tomorrow? And I'm just like, sure.
Those fucking jobs are the worst, dude.
And then I went in, interviewed, and they're like, all right, so you can start working like 2 days from now. I answered like 4 questions and then just filled out some basic information shit on the computer. And it was just like, bro, what? I mean, they hired anybody at Stop and Shop. Like, I wouldn't recommend working there, but if you absolutely had no other option, gamer, they'll hire you instantly, bro.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I'm definitely not recommending it to you, like, and I'm not saying that you should, but if you absolutely needed to work somewhere,
I've applied to Stop and Shop so many times, dude. Like, I don't think they hire blacks.
Oh, that is true.
They got everybody else. They got fucking old people, fucking retards, fucking Jews, but no blacks. Have you ever seen a black cashier or like worker at all at Stop and Shop?
I'm trying to think, bro. Give me a second.
Do you ever work with a black person, dude, at Stop and Shop?
No, I worked with a. Nah, I worked with a dude who liked Supreme and rode a scooter. I worked with a dude who only said yeah. I worked with a dude who thought he should have been a manager. And I worked with a.
Oh, we need to talk about that dude, like Supreme. That dude, was he a gym bro?
No.
No, did he serve in the military or the army?
No, he's worked at Stop and Shop for 11 years, bro.
Oh, okay. Because there's a dude who who pulled up into my store with Supreme gear on back when he used to work there, and he reminded me of that dude.
This dude. I just want to paint a picture of this guy for you before we go back to our job stories. Basically, also, first of all, the job stories are just like when the play was starting, we just had school stories. It's the same idea. Like, nothing's changed with the plus at all. All right, paint a picture of this guy. So, he works in a dairy department, a Stop and Shop. Rides a scooter to work. So, including days that are windy, he might not be able to make it to work.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he couldn't get up a hill with his scooter, so he couldn't come into work.
Oh, God, dude, walk.
And I want you to know, this guy is the person that is in charge of the dairy department. Like, he's not a manager because it's kind of in grocery, but he's like basically one level below being a manager.
That's what you get when you get fucking mean.
And he rides a scooter to work. So I want you to know the people that work there in the department, when I was there, and the guy that just said, yeah, we both had our own cars to show up to work. And the dude in charge of the department, making more money than both of us, rode a scooter to work. That way he could buy a Supreme brick. So he has a scooter that he rides to work, buys Supreme, plays Xbox, and yeah, that's pretty much all I know about this guy. But yeah, real mad lad, bro, as the kids say. Like, bro, my favorite thing this dude did, he took off 420 though. That was good. I figured this dude was going to, and I went in the calendar in the department. His name was written down for taking that off, and I'm like, I figured.
You checked, dude?
Well, because I was taking something else off in that month. And I think it was in like March, and I flipped the calendar up to April to write my name down for a day off, and he was there on the 20th. And I brought it up to him, and he's like, I wanted to other years, but I just didn't know if I should. And he's like, this year I just felt like it. And I'm like, shout out to you.
Man, it's the best year to do it.
I'm like,
at the time. I think it just became legal that year. 2020, right?
2021?
2021, year before.
No, it became legal.
Actually, no. It did, yeah, it did become legal.
But it became legal later in 2021. I don't think it was then. I think it was...
It was July.
Yeah, so it was right before. But I mean, nobody gives a shit about that in the state, let's be honest.
I do.
I'm saying, like, not having it legal. Like, it's not something that people, like, have a meltdown if it's legalized. That's what I'm saying. Like, people haven't really cared for years. If people did it or not. It's not like other states are like...
About, like, cracking down on it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I think that's most of America now.
Yeah, but you still got some states where they're just like, maybe not. But, I mean, it didn't really matter at that point, that dude. But I guess he just felt comfortable doing it at that point. But, yeah, I remember, though, back to going to our works or our jobs for the first time. My first day at Stop and Shop was so different from my first day at Target. Because I went to Stop and Shop, went to the desk, because I was told, you know, asked to see the manager. So I was like Karen pulling up at the desk, asked to speak to the manager. So the best thing was they didn't have like any idea of like a set time that I was supposed to come in for the first like 2 weeks. It was just like whenever the manager felt like it, which was so different from Target where they had like they gave you like a paper day one of like written down the first 2 weeks or first 3 weeks, because whenever I got there, went to Stop and Shop, showed up whatever time they said to, asked for the manager, and the dude's like, all right, here's a shirt, because I had to wear a Stop and Shop shirt. So I go put that shirt on, and then he's like, all right, guess you're working in this department. And I'm like, all right. So I get taken to the... Oh, I went down with like one random aisle, and he's like, all right, here's this guy. That was like some random dude that was there. So then he took me to the manager of the grocery department. He then took me to the dude with a Supreme drop. All in like 5 minutes. I met like 5 people, and I was just like, okay. And then I went with the dude with his Supreme. He pulled out a U-boat of creamer, and he's like, all right, here's how you do it. We did like 4 boxes of stuff together, and he fucked off. And then it's just me, and I'm just like, I just got here. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing, dude. So then I spent the next like 3 days asking everybody else what the fuck to do. And then I wasn't supposed to use the baler, which I actually never was supposed to, because you're supposed to be trained on that shit. But they're just
Remember, you just have to be 18. Although, if you were not 18, dude, they will
no,
fucking...
they did say somebody has to like tell you how to, or train you how to do it. That's what they said there. So I asked somebody, and they're like, all right, cool, here's how you do it. Goodbye. And I was just like, all right. Yeah, I know that that's the more important thing, is being 18, but...
Bro, they will fucking... They'll go down so hard on your ass if you fucking use that... Touch that baler.
Yeah.
If you're not 18.
Yeah, if you're not 18.
At Walmart, oh my goodness.
And the vendors couldn't use it, which is just shit, because then the vendors are just throwing all their boxes around the back room without 2 fucks. I always hated because all the dudes from like every other department would just fucking dump their shit there. And
I heard that there was one... sorry, what?
I would just be the dude that ended up having to pick it up, and I spent like half an hour cleaning everybody else's shit. Which, I mean, there was 2 sides to it. It was kind of cringe because everybody made a mess and I had to clean it up. But then also I didn't have to be out on the floor. And then I could just talk to people in the back room. So it was kind of a bit of both. But what were you going to say?
There's a dude who fucking was 17 down in Florida who was, fucking not allowed to touch the bailers. And, like, this dude would just, like, prance around and be like, well, I can't touch it. And you guys have to do fill the shit in. And I'm like, alright, well, then you can fucking bring all the pallets out in the meantime. You're like, man.
They used to have a meltdown if the key was kept in the baler. And that shit was toxic because you have to go to, like, one of the drawers in the back room and get it, or if somebody forgot and took it, and then you had to like find who had it. Oh my god, dude. It's the fucking worst.
The key was always attached to ours.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to have it there, and if we did, then like the corporate people would have a meltdown, the managers would have a fucking meltdown.
Were they really fucking Nazi about cleaning the back room?
Pretty much just one dude who was a fucking fuckboy about it.
Oh my god, dude. All the managers at my place were like, you need that back room cleaned, back room cleaned, back room. Like, everybody, they picked like 2 people random per day to clean the back room. Like, the whole fucking back, sweep the whole thing, and then like come around with a fucking mop. Bro, it was so bad, dude. Job sucked. You always want to like be productive around that time, so you didn't have to do that.
I would be in the cooler, because we don't have like a device to like contact anybody, so all we had was the microphone in the store. So I would be in the side that has the milk, that cooler, right?
Mm-hmm.
The microphone was on the other side, near the back door entrance. So if you're on that side, the fans are blowing, you can't hear shit. And somebody calls over the shit for me to do the baling, or like throw the cardboard out, and I'm over here just stocking milk, and I don't hear shit. And then I walk out, and there's like 3 managers, and like, yeah, we were calling you, and I'm just like, bruh. I'm like, I was in the corner doing shit. Nope, not today. Just so I can come out and put cardboard away, bro? You got me fucked, dude. Alright, let's see what our randomizer says. Another hot lap. We never used to get hot laps, but now we get them all the time. Of course, the last open wheel race, I believe, we picked the BR8, so. But yeah, the bailing was so different at Target because only like certain people were allowed to do it.
Mm.
So that was good because I never did it until like my last like 2 days when one of the dudes was like, "Sure, go ahead, just don't crush your arm in it." And I'm like, "All right, think I'm good." Because they were more like making sure you actually know how to do it there. But one dude, I was just like, "Can I just fucking put the shit in there?" And he's just like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." So just don't crush your arm. So I came back after. I'm like, I didn't crush my arm.
Yeah. Mm.
I was proud of myself for knowing how to not crush my arm in a baler. Oh, I remember Stop and Shop when that shit, like, the motor caught on fire and started smoking. And the whole back room smelled like it. And me and this one other dude were trying to find the dude in the store. Because nobody trained us how to fucking use the phone to make an announcement. So we didn't know how to do that shit. Nobody told us what numbers to press. So we couldn't just be like, "Hey, large manager, come back here." I mean, this dude was very large. He like had to push a shopping cart around to navigate across the store. So we couldn't find this dude though, because the one time he wasn't fucking off in his office. And the baler was just making a noise, and the fucking belt's like smoking. And we walk in the back room, and it's just filled with fucking smoke. We're just like, sick dude. Yeah, that baler was fucked this up. But oh yeah, so I was comparing the first day at Stop and Shop to the first day at Target. So I just assumed your first day, because I'd only worked Stop and Shop, so I assumed the first day was kind of someone you kind of showed up and started working. Not really realizing that that was just a Stop and Shop thing. I'm going to add these points in here real quick.
What do you mean a Stop and Shop thing?
Just give me a second, let me add the points in. Well, I didn't realize that was the way they did it at Stop and Shop and not like the way that a lot of stores did it. Right? Just showing up and saying, "Have fun." So showing up. Oh, actually I showed up twice for orientation. I showed up on, it was a Saturday. I showed up on a Saturday morning. And it was like a whole group of us were there. And the systems were down, so nobody could sign into their accounts.
System up and down. Sorry, keep on.
So the system was down. Nobody could sign into their accounts on the little phone thing. So went home because nobody could do anything. And then I came back like a day or two later. And it was so different, the fact of what we did. I mean, the HR people did some talking. And then they showed us a bunch of videos on TV, like some corporate videos. They had like the fucking company CEO telling about how he loves his life or some shit. And then you had like their diversity things. So you had like some gays and black people and white people and Spanish people and wheelchair people all dancing around in a field painting or some shit.
Wheelchairs dancing?
Well, they were spinning around, and all the normal people were dancing, and then you had like some military dude, and then some like extreme leftist and fucking extreme rightist, and they're like dancing around, and
They're fucking arm wrestling.
yeah, you got like Bernie Sanders dancing around with Hitler, and like Reset Gamer? This is race 10, so this is your countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
But yeah, so they they had their inclusiveness video or whatever the fuck, and then there was a few other videos, and then you walked around the store and they gave you a whole tour of everything, and then then we had some food. We had like some crackers and chips. Little break. Countdown.
3, 2, 1, go.
And then, they said, all right, you're going to do some like phone things, set up your accounts and go through some videos. And then we did. And then,
Do you want to answer the phone?
no, that was later on, like once you did training in your department. That was a little easier because it's just a little like mobile device thing. So it just pops up ringing for your department and you just answer like you would your cell phone. They show you how to use like the walkie-talkies though, and like the terms and all that shit.
3, 2, 1, go.
Like your walkie-talkies, if there's like a missing child in the store, which thing you turn to for that?
Bro, there was almost a code Adam called at, which is a missing child. A code Adam called at the Walmart down in Florida. There was a fucking little girl that was like running around. Apparently, the parents were with the girl in the kids section, the toys, and then the girl like went the other side of the aisle, and then like she got lost in the store, and they couldn't find her for like 20 minutes. And like the cops were about to be called. Like it was like another like
Find the
3
child.
minutes. Well, yeah, everybody was like instructed to like look around this kid. It was about 2 minutes from, I don't know, about 3 minutes from like, if we didn't find the child in 3 minutes, we would have definitely called the fucking cops, and like, fucking people would have been down at that store, dude. Like, it was very wild.
Did you have that any other time?
No. Well, no. Not any other time.
I know. I only had it one time when I was working at Target. There was, I believe it was a missing child, and they came over the walkies, and they're like, everybody go to this radio channel or whatever. Which I don't know how everybody going to channel 2 is different than everybody on channel 1, but okay. But yeah, everybody had to go to that, and then they like, I think maybe, so I don't fucking know, but everybody went to that station or that channel, and then they're like, whatever the fucking code was, fucking missing child, and everybody had to like search around for a child, and then nobody fucking found it. In my section at least, and then they're like, all right, the child's found. Like, it literally was like 5 seconds, but that was the only time I did it. Somebody's like, all right, we found the child, everybody's good. But it's just kind of wild that you gotta like stop everything you're doing and fucking search for the child. And
Oh yeah, because like
It was
some dude like be in the store
Yeah.
still.
yeah,
And you just want to make sure that's the serious fucking shit.
yeah, it's wild when you're just like vibing and they're like, child missing, everybody fucking find a child. And then whoever found the child, that's like stay in the spot with the child or something. Oh god, fell off the edge. But yeah, that was that. But the like the first day you do all that, and then your next day, they don't call it orientation, but it basically is, which I'm assuming is how it will be at Lowe's. One day is learning about shit, and one day is doing computer shit. But
they ever have like a drill of any kind at your store?
no.
We had a fire drill at ours.
Oof.
Yeah, that was kind of wild. And then we were supposed to have a shooting drill, but they never have it.
They didn't think it was necessary in Florida.
It's not.
That's
But
ironic.
it definitely was. That city that I lived in is the most dangerous, or one of the most dangerous cities in the country. Statistically, I guess, but probably because fucking too many 21-year-olds steal from Walmart, right?
Yeah, basically the first day they didn't really go specifics in your apartment. They just asked like, "What are you doing?" And people were like, "Oh, I do cashiering. Oh, I'm fucking off. Oh, I do fucking electronics." All right, cool.
Cool.
And then like your third day, you finally like went to your department.
Oh.
Because we had to spend it was like a sexual harassment shit that you have to do for 2 hours.
Yeah.
And that shit's so cringe because you have to do it for 2 hours. And I had that shit done and there was like 20 minutes left, so I'm just chilling using my phone. You just had to wait for the timer to go down. And I was just like, bro, this is dumb. Oh, speaking of that, when it came to doing all these trainings on the computer, I didn't do them at Stop and Shop until like I worked there for 6-7 months. They realized, oh, you haven't done them yet, and then I had to do them. But yeah, like those first days, and then they gave you at Target, they gave you a sheet that had each day you were working, who you were working with, which department, and they made sure that you knew like you worked different hours, so you sort of seen the different shifts. Cause I think within my first my first few weeks at Target, came in at 8 o'clock, and then like one day I was there till 10 p.m. So they kind of made sure you knew all the different things, and we're just like, all right, you're here for this hour, have fun. This is what you're always doing. So it was definitely better than working at Stop and Shop where they didn't give a fuck. It was definitely a better vibe. So I'm imagining Lowe's will probably be closer to how Target approached it, considering it's 2 days of orientation for 4 hours each. Whoa! I managed to fly out of the track. That's a first on this track.
You're first on the track.
Thanks, gamer.
Welcome.
Just said you're a first in this track. Fuck off, dude. Fuck off, mate.
you want me.
Do it, you won't, bitch. Stupid slut. Whoa, big slide. Big slide. Big slide. You gonna use your final weight up, gamer? I mean, if you want any shot of trying to win this playoffs, this is it. This is your last race. It's 8-1, dude.
Alright, I'm gonna do it here. Wait up.
Dude, like, broke his car apart to catch up. Alright, what race is this? 11? Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oof, the pass.
Had to do it, gamer. Had to do it to him. Slowly through here.
What?
Slowly through here. We're going to end the July race playlists with a dub.
No.
9-1 means it is over.
I'm finished.
One thing that I think is interesting about the stats so far is we've done 43 race playoffs this year. And you have 7 wins compared to 2020 where we did 30. You won 10, so it's interesting that you haven't broke your record for the most playlist wins that you've had in a year, which is actually 11 in 2017. So I'm sure you'll get to that. I mean, I don't see how you can go through the rest of this year getting less than 11 playlist wins, but we will see you guys in episode 146, of course, in our August videos, which, of course, will have that extra twist. We're going to be doing the Carpool with Carpool 2.0 for 2 episodes, and, of course, every win that somebody gets in races and of playlist episodes will count as 1 bonus point in episode 150 at the end of August. So we'll see you guys then. It's going to be an exciting month. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Check out some of our other videos coming up in August as well. And of course, thanks to Gamar for participating in episode 145.